noticed the set got a little renovated this week. We have a hideous pink floral pattern for the desk now. We've got some ornaments, and we've got what might be the most cheap sign any show has ever had ever. So I'd like to, again, thanks to my dad for making all of this possible, and for my sister, Adriana, for making the sign possible. Now that that's out of the way, last week we tried out a new segment, Spanglish with Maria Marty. I personally loved it, and apparently everyone else did too. We got a lot of positive feedback about it. Everyone has been requesting more. We love that cute little old lady who says stuff in Spanish and English at the same time. Well, so luckily for you, we have more of that this week. So everyone, hold on to your wigs and keys. We've got more Spanglish with Maria Marty here. Take a look.
Hola, Mari.
Wasn't that great? That was great. One more, just because I love you all so much. One more, Spanglish with Maria Marty. Take a look.
Yo tengo una amiga que es pentecostal y la amiga mía la cogieron, le quitaron la cartera, le cayeron encima unos hombres y son pentecostales. Esta religión no es buena. No good.
Beautiful, huh? Yeah. All right. We'll have more of that next week. Now, this week is Father's Day. Well, Father's Day is today, or it already passed, depending on when you watch this. And so what we've decided to do here at the Sean Alfe Show is we thought it'd be nice to have some Father's Day cards that I myself personally came up with. So here, why don't you take a look, Father's Day cards, the Sean Alfe Show. Take a look.
Unfortunate headline of the week.
Missing baby found in sandwich. You know, I think we have an image of that. Can we take a look, please?
Unfortunate headline of the week.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest this week is the new president of the Vineland High School chapter of the National Anti-Genocide Group STAND, and apparently an accomplished writer. Please give it up for Brian Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Brian, watch your head.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being on the show, Brian. Take a seat. Thank you, please. Everyone quiet so we can talk. Sorry, they're just so rowdy sometimes. Anyway, Brian Brown. So, how are things going with you?
It's going great. My books are all published now. I've actually got one coming. That's a little secret. But yeah, it's actually going really well.
Are you announcing a new book on our show?
Well, yes. It's called Breaking It Down. It's the third of my four-part series. It's actually mimicking Twilight. It's instead of the girl falling in love with a vampire, she falls in love with marijuana.
Really? Thank you for announcing that on our show.
Yes.
Everyone, you heard it here first. Brian Brown making a third book. Your first two books were incredibly popular. Each chopped the New York Times bestseller list.
Yeah. Twilight was the first one, which is the introduction to the Twilight series, and the other one was New Doob, which was when she actually got more involved in marijuana. It's actually tragic.
I have to tell you, I am a huge fan of the books. I have read it since the very beginning. They are probably my favorite series of books ever. I think it's just great that you could be on my show this week. Now, this might come as a little bit of a surprise to you. We found out you have a bit of an acting career.
Wow.
Yeah. Can we get a look at that? You know, we'll just show you a closer view later. But, yeah, James Bond 007 remake with you and I believe your girlfriend playing the two primary roles.
Yes.
Well,
That's really old. I don't know how you got that.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was just looking for you on Google, and I found out you've been in movies.
Yeah.
How was it to work with Francis Ford Coppola?
Well, he's kind of a jerk, but when it comes out in the end, the movie was just completed very well. And it actually did pretty well. I made a lot of money off of it.
Well, I'm glad to hear things are working out for you. Now, this Paul Cohen fellow, we were talking about him earlier.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, you're the new president of Stand, and Paul Cohen was actually the old president of Stand.
Yeah.
So clearly you know him. Has he always been this much of a crazy person?
Actually, yeah, I was kind of expecting this from him.
Really?
He's become very outspoken his senior year. He seemed like he wanted to be a little radical, leave the school with some memories, but yeah, I think he has been.
So this came as no surprise to you when he went up there?
Not to me at all, no, actually.
All right. You know, in fact, we've actually got a clip of his speech. Can we take a look at that, please?
They crowd me and I got this little space. My life is bigger than this little space. I live in the desert. I live in the mountains, man. I'm big. My mind is big. But everybody's trying to crowd me down and push me down and make me into all these little things that they need me to be, and that's not me at all, man.
Yeah, so...
He said that?
Yeah, does that come as a surprise to you at all?
Well, now that I think of it, yeah, that's actually really surprising. I didn't think Paul Cohen had that in him.
I was a bit shocked, too. I'm not sure. I mean, I think everything he said, to a certain extent, was correct, but I don't necessarily think that was the correct form for it. Can we get another clip in there, please? Paul Cohen.
Come on, you set a baby in the cradle, you go, he's just no more younger or older than I am. He's just a baby in the cradle. You tell him, baby, won't you light my fire? Baby, won't you light my fire? And then the kid grows up, and what's he start doing? He starts lighting fire. You say, no good kid, firebug. You throw him in reform school.
Yeah.
Well, I would not want to be his parents.
That's a very good point, Brian. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on. Thank you for giving us a little insight. Before you go, though, I do want to get a guest on the phone. Let's see if we can get him on the line. I'm not totally sure. Here, let's just see what happens. We're dialing right now. Well, we'll dial as soon as I figure out how this phone works. Just give me a minute. 1 second. I'm sorry about this, people. You know what? I'm sorry, people. Just one second. I'm sure you must be dying to get out of here right now, but
yeah, it's pretty hot.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way, people. Can I get a round of applause for doing this the old-fashioned way? I'm gonna actually enter the numbers and press redial. So please, a round of applause. Let's see. Doing it. Entering the number manually. I am such a rebel. Alright, here we go. These buttons are difficult to press. Alright, let's see if we can get him on the line here. Might not be able to get him on the line. What a shame. It looks like we're not going to be able to get him on the line, but,
Hello?
Oh.
Hello, Paul?
Yes.
Hi, this is Sean Alfe with the Sean Alfe Show. We have your friend Brian Brown here with us.
Okay.
Hey, Paul, what's up?
Not much.
We just wanted to ask you about this whole graduation thing.
Oh, sure.
Now, we here personally at the Sean Alfe Show believe that you were totally justified in what you did. What is your personal opinion on the matter?
Well, basically, here's the thing. The purpose of the speech wasn't to insult the school anyway. I'm graduating. There's no reason for me to do that. It wouldn't be appropriate. But what happened was, I was so upset because they tried to cut the speeches, which, for the record, they've never done in the past. And it made us so mad that when I got up there, all the jokes about the school that I had sounded like they were insults. But there's something else that has to be said too. Brandon, the Tori and I, we're not friends.
Yeah.
But the fact that both of us came to the same conclusions about the school, I think, is a pretty strong message. And there's nothing good comes out of this. Let it be one thing, and that is that people are now listening, and hopefully changes, will occur.
I agree with you completely, and I think it was totally unfair of the school to decide on the spot